What you do in Initech is you take the specifications from the customers and you bring them down to the software engineers.
Yes, that's right.
The great thing about product roles is you have a lot of responsibility and not a lot of authority. Truth is, if you have to invoke power, that's actually a weakness. That's not a strength. Leadership is strongest through vision, through inspiration, through analysis, through all these skills that you have to build to be successful at product. In the end, product ends up with this responsibility for the outcome, right? You just don't, well, at good cultures, I think you don't just get an E for effort. It's not just, oh, we did all the right things, too bad it didn't work, right? Like, I'm not saying don't experiment. You always experiment and learn, etc. But the truth is, great product managers, great product leaders win games. They are known for products they ship, that holistic problem of how do all these pieces come together and actually succeed in the market ends up resting on the shoulders of product managers.
A great product manager has to have like fantastic interpersonal skills, because to me a product manager is like the mini CEO, right? Like, you better be worried about everything from the FAQ pages to the customer support to PR to marketing to positioning to price to competitive analysis to what it's going to look like to design to usability to testing. Like, you're effectively responsible for the entire thing.
So really putting yourself in the shoes of your users and just using your product all the time, understanding the situations people are when they use it. The best product managers don't just write specs, they use the products, they test the products, they get a real feel for them.
Really about bringing together all the different parts of a team to launch a product. You know, one key element is really understanding the user, and another is to take that knowledge and communicate it to the team.
Well, then I just have to ask, why couldn't the customers just take them directly to the software people, huh? Well, I'll tell you why. Because engineers are not good at dealing with customers.
What I want to say is that you in your lives, especially those of you who have chosen product as your job, as your career, your vocation, you're in the center of this. Product management, future, and lean startup, you live there. You live there. Because the future is going to happen on you, whether you're paying attention to it or not. You have to get super conscious about the risks inherent in your business because you've made assumptions that aren't actually proven. You make sure that things get shipped and that they're good and that they meet customer needs. Ben Horowitz wrote an article that I have disagreed with from day one. That article said, as the product manager, you should be acting like the CEO of your own little product startup. And the truth is, that's not helpful. In truth, CEOs really shouldn't be making all the decisions by fiat. That just doesn't work. What the product manager needs to do is find out the right thing to move us forward. As a product manager, you must do this. You have to help the team have the courage to say, that thing that we're doing isn't working. We should stop doing it. So it's leadership, not ownership.
So you physically take the specs from the customer?
Well, no, my secretary does that, or the fax.
So then you must physically bring them to the software people.
Well, no.
It is probably the most ambiguous job in tech, right? Unlike designers and engineers and marketing and PR folks who help us build things and launch things, you don't go to school for this. Pick 10 random PMs, you ask them what their story is. They'll be very different. Some of them might come from the industry. They might be BD people or, they might be salespeople who moved into this role. Some of them might be an engineer by background or a designer by background. They are the CEO of their product. I know that phrase is a little cliche because what does it mean to be a CEO? But ultimately it means the buck stops with you. So there are no excuses. This is, you are the expert about your product, about the market, about the competition. When something happens, when you run into problems, it's your job to solve it. So it is deciding what to build, when to build it, and how to build it. PMs do a lot of communicating. They communicate efficiently. They're clear on who decision makers are. They write things down when it makes sense. This is someone you actually want to work with. This is actually someone you want to be stuck at the airport with. A good PM constantly asks, how can I help you? Rather than, what can you do for me?
What would you say you do here?
Well, look, I already told you. I deal with the goddamn customers so the engineers don't have to. I have people skills. I am good at dealing with people. Can't you understand that? What the hell is wrong with you people?